and welcome. Today I want to talk about when other people are judging you or when you feel like they're judging you. All right, this is kind of a hot topic in one of my classes right now, and I just kind of want to jiggle your brains and get some information in there, okay? So let's say you're doing something and somebody's watching you, and all of a sudden you feel like, oh shoot, they are judging me. I should stop. Because then you get embarrassed or you feel stupid because you think someone is judging you. Okay, so that's like the type of judgment that I'm going to be talking about today. And there are 4 things that I want you to think about the next time that thought occurs to you, okay? The first 2 are directed towards people who might actually be judging you, which is a very low percent of people. Keep that in mind, all right? One of 2 things happens when somebody's judging you. They are judging you because you are trying too hard and it's uncomfortable to watch, all right? This is not the most common thing, all right? But it happens. So this is why I made my video on Monday. Who are you? What qualities do you want to work on? How do you want to be better? Like if you find out who you are, this whole trying too hard kind of disappears. For example, when I was in elementary, I tried way too hard and I annoyed everybody. Did I know it at the time? No. All that I knew at the time was that I wanted to be everyone's best friend. I wanted the boys to like me. I wanted to be the best at this and the best at this, and I just wanted to be the it person. And so I tried way too hard. And I wasn't like real. I just was like, oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. I want attention. I want attention. Please look at me. Please look at me. And so no one really liked to hang out with me. And I got my feelings hurt a lot. And so when I went to junior high, I, of course, didn't have the understanding of why people didn't really like me. I just decided I was sick of feeling that way, and I stopped trying. I was still goofy. I was still loud sometimes, but I stopped trying to force somebody to like me. I had the thought process, if they're not going to like me, then that's okay. I can find new friends. And so I was me. And that is when those elementary friends actually became my real friends, and I made new friends because I was me. I wasn't trying too hard. All right, so if you have this thought that people are judging you over and over and over again, and then you are trying to overcompensate maybe, or just trying really hard for them to like you instead of judge you, maybe that is a sign that you should just stop. Stop trying so hard. Stop trying to be somebody else. And just be you. And it's okay that sometimes you might be a little weird or a little silly. Because if it's genuine, people don't care. It's when people are trying to get attention and trying to do this, that's when people find you annoying. All right, so that is one reason why someone might judge you, like literally. Again, the percentage is very low. All right, the second reason why someone might judge you is because what you are doing makes them scared. Because what you are doing makes them feel like, oh, if I did that, then somebody would judge me. It's just based on their own insecurities, people. Plain and simple. Now this one is the majority, all right? If you find that people are actually judging you, it is because of their jealousy and insecurities. And there's nothing you can do about that, except to live on and be you, all right? It does not mean you should stop. It does not mean you should feel embarrassed. It means that like, oh, hey, I have enough confidence in myself that I'm okay with this, all right? And this is huge for my dance class. Huge, guys. The people who are going to be watching you in your flash mob, or who did, depending on when you see this. If, and a big if here, if they were judging you, it's because they were afraid to do it themselves. There's no way they had the guts to do it. All right, the third thing I want you to think about when you feel like somebody is judging you, ask yourself, are you assuming that they are judging you? Because most likely that is true. People might look at you, might be watching you, but they're not actually judging you. They're just watching. So don't think the worst of somebody because of your own insecurities. Because think about yourself. Whatever you're doing and you feel like somebody's judging you, if you were watching somebody else do the same thing, would you be judging them? The answer is usually no. So why do you assume the worst of them, that they are judging you? Okay, people are not as terrible as you think. All right, that's where the movies play in, media plays in. People really aren't that terrible. Yeah, 1% is, and they usually are the loudest, but not the majority. They're really not judging you. I was actually, just the other night, I was talking to my family and I started spinning like a ballerina. There was no point to it. There was no reason to it. I was just talking and I just did it, and I had slippery socks on. There was no rhyme or reason to it. And they all like started laughing at me, but it wasn't like a judgment. They're like, what are you doing? And I didn't find it embarrassing. They didn't find it embarrassing. They thought it amusing. But because I was being real about it, I wasn't like trying to put on a show. I was just being me for a moment. Like there was no judgment. There was amusement. Okay? And so it's good for you to understand the difference between those two as well. So again, stop assuming people are judging you. Stop thinking the worst of somebody else. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt and just have confidence in yourself that I'm awesome and they're just watching me because I am awesome. Now, this fourth thing that I want to mention, I've discovered it in myself just recently. And it's the fact that maybe you're just judging yourself because you're not as great as you want to be, or you do want to be great. And so you kind of put this on other people, like, oh, they're judging me or whatever, that fear. Whereas really it's just you. So I get really nervous if I have to sing a solo in church. Put me on a stage and a part, I'm golden. But for church, a solo freaks me out. However, just the other day I was singing with a church group and I had to sing this really, really, really high note, like dogs can hear high note. And I hadn't tried it yet. And I was with a ton of people and I was like, all right, let's just go for it. And so I went for it, and one note I didn't hit, one note I did, and it was just whatever. It was kind of a mess, but it was fine. And then I had a girl come talk to me and was like, thank you for that. Your like attitude, your energy, it just made me feel more confident, and I was able to hit the note. And it was the weirdest moment because I was like, wait, this isn't my thing. I am not confident in this, like, just trying out your voice singing wise. Like that's like one of my, like, the inner demon really gets me for that. And so I was like, wait, what is the difference? What is happening? Why can I just have this nonchalant attitude, confident attitude in this scenario, but not in this? And it was because I realized, oh, I'm not really worried that someone's judging me. I'm judging myself. For some reason, I feel like I need to be perfect in this. And so I'm making myself crazy about it. It's not the fear of anybody else. It's me. So I hope those little nuggets helped you the next time you feel somebody's judging you? Are you being yourself? Are you being true to yourself? Check. Is someone still judging you? That's their own problem, not you. And then the other two, it's about you. The thoughts you're putting in your own head. Something you can shut down, something you have control of. And that was a life lesson with Lindsey. What now, guys? Are you going to allow other people's judgments stop you from doing something fun, doing something great, doing something scary? All right, think of these 4 things and do that scary thing anyway. Peace out.